I'm armed with my junk journal. I'm armed with my notes from my beach trip. I'm armed with a stack of magazines that came while we were gone, and I bought 2 more. Oh, yeah, I know. I didn't collect much stuff. Some brochures. Mainly because I collect too much and I know it, so I stopped. Okay, we can move this big old hunk. I gotta measure mine, Curtie. I don't have a scale at my house. I don't want to know my weight, so I don't know. But I do know that I'm halfway through, and this book is huge. This is the cousin. So it's a page a day. But good Lord. I love it. I think earlier in the year I said I wouldn't even buy it next year because I could do the same thing in a composition notebook and call it a Fauxbonichi. But the paper quality obviously is to die for. And that might make me get another one. Okay, so what do I do with all these magazines? Look at this magazine, Okra. $6.95, that's not bad. But it's Southern Culture, and I thought I might find stuff in here, but really and truly I didn't. It's nice paper, though. I don't know how it would be if I painted on it. But I could turn this into a junk journal and black out all the words and use the pictures. Maybe not some of the ads, but the pictures are great. I mean, like, a preacher, isn't that great? His, what do you call those things? The thing he wears, not a collar. But anyhow, I made one of those one time for our preacher. Just great. I mean, like, look at this. Beautiful. Look at these 2 little things with their little smock dresses. Do you know how hard that is to do? I took 2 classes on that. I still can't get it even. And now Bella refuses to wear them. So, this is in Beaufort, South Carolina, I believe. Anyhow, I mean, look at, there's nothing prettier than an oak tree, a little house with a porch all the way around, and moss, minus the truck. My favorite scene, except for maybe Glacier National Park, and some of Yosemite. I mean, this is just, look at that, ladies. There's a lot of cooking stuff in here. Ooh. Listen to this. Fried green tomatoes with pimento cheese, marinated crab, and crystal hot sauce remoulade dressing. Oh, that sounds delicious. Have you ever had fried green tomatoes, Curtie? Luscious. Never had them till I got here. There was another recipe in here for a drink. Anyhow. Okay, this is not what I'm talking about today. Then I also got this, which is some kind of healthy cooking, but green gazpacho with pumpkin seed oil drizzle. That sounds good. Salmon burgers with black sesame and quick pickled cucumber and carrot ribbons. That sounds delicious, minus the carrots. There's some pretty pictures in here, too. This was not a cheap one. The other one was cheap. But there's still pretty pictures in here. But it's slick paper. Vietnam. That's on my bucket list. Then these are the usual trash that comes in all the mail stuff. Nasty man. Nasty man. 50 years. Can't do it yet. PBS. I don't even know who that is. I'm trying to cover it. And this was so interesting. My husband is in that. I don't know if I've ever said this. I don't know if I should. He deals with this kind of stuff in his business. He does not sell it. And this is the Rolling Stone. Now, I signed up for this at one of those bookstores where you can get it for 3 months free. Well, I've been getting it for 2 years free, so I just let it come because it's fodder for my journals, right? This is the cover of the Rolling Stone, an ad for beer. Front and back cover. When you open it up, there's an actual cover that they would use for music. How much did Budweiser or Coors, whoever owns this now, is it Coors, I guess, pay for these ads. I'm sure that's not the only magazine they did it on either. Anyhow. Okay. I just found that fascinating. I showed my husband. He's like, yep. Okay, so I have cut out this beautiful lavender plant to go in my Hobonichi. And then there's some, when I pull out fonts, I want them with different colors and a different color background, like these. I don't like, now this one I got because of the sun to go in my Hobonichi, or my junk journal actually. But like this will be okay. Rafa Nadal when he won the French Open, woohoo! I'm collecting watches for another project about time in the future. Another time. So, okay, junk journal. What do I want to highlight in here? I'm not going to write down every single thing because I'm going to write down every single thing in my actual insert for the beach. But I do have the pick of the litter summer stuff I was saving for, well, I might not do a trip traveler's notebook insert for the beach. So I'm going to do my trip insert in my junk journal. So let's put some of this premium stuff I was holding out for in my, this. Oh, this was a great commercial. I mean ad I saw in one of these old magazines. Don't be skinny. And all these skinny girls at the beach. Yeah, not me. Okay. But I wasn't the fattest one. And I sure wasn't the oldest one. The oldest, fattest one. Some of these girls need to get a head up. Catch up on their exercise because it's going to be really rough when you get to be my age, ladies. Just saying. Assuming you want to get rid of it. Maybe you don't want to get rid of it. That's your prerogative. I mean, things like this. And I may not use them all. Some of these other journal cards that were in that scrapbook paper. Here's a beach water scene. Actually, a Ralph Lauren home ad. I don't have to use them all. Oh, that's the South Carolina coast right there. But it's going to be my prerogative on what I do pick out. Dreaming of a House in the Sun. Yep. Oh, I love this. Okay. These are Daphne diaries, I'm pretty sure, judging from the feel of the paper. More watermelon beach things. We ate watermelon every single day. That was cute. Okay, I think that's, the rest of it's Ireland, which needs to be in the green folder. Oh, no, here's some more summer stuff. Oh. These are summer, but not per se our beach. More Miami-ish. Not going to Miami. Okay, so now my thought process is, how many pages do I have left in this? See, I can do a whole spread here. I hate to mess up this. Remember when we did all this marbling? We still have the marble stuff available to us. Because, you know, I don't throw anything. I have several. I think the rest of this journal is going to be the beach. And there's still some blank pages. So, plenty of time. Plenty of space, I should say. Actually, when I get back from Ireland. So, I'm only going to use 4 or 5 pages. I ordered some more stuff from Patty's art journals in Washington. And of course, it's already on the way. I expect it today or tomorrow. Okay, so these were all my iCAD things. So let's get past the iCads. And this crazy little thing that I drew, but I don't even know why. Patty's art journals iCAD. Guitar. I think that was the last one I did. Okay, let's start right here, because here's a nice envelope. Oh, speaking of envelopes, I just spent an hour and a half going through my mom and dad's mail that came while we were gone. And it's all statements, just statements, you don't have to pay them, that they have sent 100 times already. Every time the doctor bills something or the hospital billed something, they did it on one line, one statement, mail it out like 6 times. Crazy. What a waste. And I've actually saved a ton of that stuff for journaling, the envelope parts. Somewhere. There's a bunch of envelopes. Okay, I think I'm going to fast forward now because now I got to think, and that requires time, lots of time. And green juice. I love this stuff. Probably not as good for me since it's pre-done, but it's from California, so it can't be too bad, right? What's all in here? Pineapple, kiwi, peach, spinach, banana, and sometimes I add more spinach to it, and kale. Oh, mango, because this is super sweet, so sometimes I tone it down. Okay, fast forward, starting now. Okay, I have separated all this fodder that I've collected into general, food, beach, and summer, and trimmed it down and everything else I needed to do to start going. So some of this is Daphne Diary pages, some of this is stuff from other magazines, some of it is things that I have made, some of it is stickers that I've had for years, some of it's Pear Tea stickers, some of it is other magazine stuff, brochure info and fodder, um, and I'm just going for it. And I'm going to put it down in just topics. Opening page and a closing page. There's more of that palm tree paper that lasted for 17-ish years. And I am, so it'll be about 5 pages, maybe front and back, 3.5, 4. I'm not sure. I'm getting started on it today. I have that little tiny bit at the top to cover, and I don't know what to do. I'm trying to layer things better. That's my goal. And that little journal card I made. And then I found a little Surfside Beach thing, and I could cover up the fact that there's a seam and the trees are sideways, possibly, because it doesn't fit vertically anymore. And just kind of go for it, not overthinking it. It's more important to me these days in my old age and seeing how short life can be to get it down, get it on there, and not worry about it being perfect the very first time. This kind of journaling, I can add to it, I can change it. I have discovered and kind of am okay with all of that. So I've got my opening page, something about I need sun, and now I'm going to work on the food sections. This watermelon picture is adorable. It came out of a Daphne's Diary, I'm pretty sure, judging from the feel. Or maybe Flo. I think it was Daphne's Diary, though. And I'm shrinking it down to fit into that brochure. That's all going to be a tip in. And then I add all this luscious crab, because we had crab 2 or 3 different times, I think. And just kind of getting down some heavy pieces and big pieces. And then I'm going to go back in with some journaling spots and tinier bits. But just kind of getting the lay of the land and filling up the large spaces with what I have in big pieces. And to me, this will work. I mean, this was not a monumental trip. I would not do this with Ireland. It was at the beach. We were in the sun. We were out in the sun. We were in the sun. We were out of the sun. We were in the pool. We were out of the pool. We were eating. That was it. We had a luscious time and a grand time, but I can't elaborate too much farther than a couple memories. And those will fit on journal cards. So that's what I'm going to do. Right now I'm looking for paint because I think I'm going to paint something, or looking for paper with some painted backgrounds, since I have a couple, and put that pirate on there. We went to a place called Krabby Mike's, which is a tourist trap, but the girls loved it, and it's a huge buffet. And so I'm going to put the pirate out in front because Krabby Mike's a pirate. their little logo thing. And these are just pages that I've done years and years ago, or 2 years ago at least, and I cut them all down to fit into a bin and fit into traveler's notebooks, and now they're ready, available to go. And to me, they're more accessible when they're trimmed to the right size. Otherwise, I get lost in what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? So about here is when I realized I put the crab and the popsicle that are from years ago. Um, and that kind of is like the title page to my food section. Um, and this says, I need a place in the sun or something like that. I put on the inside of that envelope. And any extra little bits or maybe journal tidbits I might stick inside that envelope. So now I'm thinking, okay, this needs to be painted. And I want it all blues because ocean, duh. But and my staple came out of this section of the insert in my junk journal, so I'm just going to staple it back when I finish. And actually, it's easier to work on. It's just a couple pages loose now. And this is my favorite thing to do, is spread paint on magazine pages, the cheap magazine pages. The cheaper the better, because I love the crinkle in this kind of format. This happened to be a bunch of dark stuff, so it ended up being easier for me to spread the blue around better with the paintbrush and cover up some of that dark better. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm just plopping blue down and, trying to not blend it because I want the blues to be different colors and show up as if it were the ocean going over my head. And that's it for today. I have to let it dry till tomorrow, and then I'll finish up working on food. Oh, the beach, the shell collecting that went on for hours at a time. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.